Today is Saturday, the 3rd of August, and we're at East Worthing Beach. Hi guys, at East Worthing today. Got my fork and bucket with me, just going to dig some lugworm. Hopefully I'll find a few casts. Low tide, same sort of time as sunset today, so I've got my lure rod as well, so I was going to wade out, that's why I've got my waders on. Have a few chucks off, I dug some worms, but hopefully tomorrow I want to get down shore and try and find some bream, so that's the plan. So I'm going to start digging before it gets too dark, and then I'm going to wade out and try and find some bass on my lures. Okay guys, I've been digging for about 20 minutes now, 15-20 minutes. Got about 30 worms there, got a few, not bad sized ones. So now I'm just going to make probably about the 300-yard walk to the low tide mark and give out a few casts. I'll just start off with my H2O glide. There's rods down there. But yeah, I'm just going to walk out there. I think I've got my GoPro with me, so I'll stick that on just in case there's any fish. But yeah, that's my plans for this evening. Look on to sunset. It's about 20 past 8 now. Forget how early the sun goes down now. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to head out there now. Okay, I've finally got here. Just wedged my fork up just so I know where I am for a marker. Just so I know where my bait is. Sun's just about to go down soon. And there's Worthing Pier over distance. Lure choice is the H2O glide, so I'm going to be casting that out. I've seen a few gulls just out there a minute ago going under the water, but they've gone off since then. But yeah, I've got my GoPro on, so hopefully if there's any fish I'll get it on camera. Okay, the tide's well and truly turned now. It's coming in quite quick. Look at my bucket, so it's almost up to my bucket now, so I got back just in time, otherwise I would have lost all those lugworms. But it's my favourite sort of time to fish because I find the bass coming when all the water goes over the rock pools. I find that all the shrimps sort of go out into deeper water, and that's when the bass feed on them. So I'm just going to move my stuff back to the sandbank and try and fish it back over here. Okay guys, I've had to come back in now. So I had to come right up the sandbank now. No fish or anything. Probably had about 40-50 casts in total, but lifeless. See our new Worthing wheel in the distance there. But yep, gonna be back down the beach tomorrow. Probably shore them again. Hopefully the weed's gone. And yeah, hopefully gonna target some bream. So I'll see you tomorrow. And just like that, it's Sunday morning, 11:30. As you can see, same beach as the other night, but all the weed's gone. So hopefully it's all gone back out to sea. Just about to set up all my stuff and I'll show you what rigs I'm using. Right guys, I stupidly left one of my reels at home, so I can only fish with the one rod, but it's not really too much of a problem. Hook wise, I'm using a shop bought 1-up-1 down rig. Someone gave me a couple for free, so they didn't fish anymore until I wanted them, so I couldn't really say no. And bait, lugworm, a single lugworm with a bit of squid on size 2 hooks. Basically just going to chuck it out as far as I can, but I'm doing windsurf, I keep them coming in close. But that's the sort of distance I'm trying to hit. Obviously, hyping for some bream, like I said yesterday. I watched Smash Fishing's Catch and Cook on bream, and it sort of gave me really bad munchies for a bream sandwich. So I want to try and catch a bream and try and remake the bream burger again. Okay, I've had no obvious bites or anything. Baits have been out there for about 20 minutes now. Just go and take them in, have a look. Hopefully the weed hasn't been a pain. But yeah, it's time to freshen up the baits. Well, next to no weed in that cast, so that's really good news. Baits are still pretty much there intact. That was a bit mangled up, but yeah, time to stick on some fresh bait. Why is it every time I fish, you get windsurfers, there's a jet ski there, kite surfer, and someone on a surfboard over there, and a kayak. Rest of the beach completely empty as far as I can see, and it's one bay everyone can't see. And now there's a bloody plane! I just had a few little knocks on my rod there. Thought I saw something about 5 minutes ago, then it just rattled again then. But whatever it is, it's stopped. So I'm going to take it in and have a look. It's due for a bait change anyway. Well, that should have been a GoPro moment. I managed to catch a little bream, but it came off right off on the water's edge. I tried to run in and grab it, but it came off just as I got to it. It was only tiny, it was only palm size. Do I count that as catching? Hopefully we find some more. Just rebaited up and cast out again, just for his next lot of numpties coming on. Don't know what it is with people, they just don't seem to care. But I've got to respect it really, it's summer holidays, everyone's allowed to go in the sea, aren't they? But just a bit of common sense would be nice. But I think they might go straight through my line. Okay, it's now an hour and 10 minutes to high tide. Weed's starting to pick up on the rigs there. Both my hooks have been stripped, but I'm not too sure that's just weed or maybe small bream bites again. Just moving back slightly as well because water's coming up to the mark here. I'm just hoping it doesn't come this far up to the previous high water mark from a couple of days ago, because there's a lot of weed which is going to go back out into the water. But so far it's still fishable. Still no bites at the moment. Last few casts I've come back stripped, so I'm not too sure that's just a weed or maybe the bream are nibbling away. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick some squid on only for the next few casts, because it's a bit more tougher. Been joined by four mackerel bashers. I suppose it's better than everyone else being in the water, I guess. But yep, carry on fishing. Right guys, finally pretty much got the beach to myself. There's a couple of people in the corner, but they're not going to say or anything. Been getting a few little rattles in this one. Like I said, in my last few casts, my bait's been coming back stripped, so I've actually bait elastic both my baits on this time. On the top hook I've put squid on, bait elastic that on, and lugworm on the bottom hook. But I'm not too sure that it's weeds, the current, or just maybe little bream just nibbling away. There's been nothing enough to make me want to strike or take the rod in or anything, just the odd little rattle. But I got enough bait for one more cast after this, and probably call it a day. It's yeah, it's now high tide, so probably fish for about another 45 minutes after high tide or so, and probably call it a day if there's no fish. Okay, on my last cast now. The last one, the lugworm had been stripped off, although it was bait elastic on, and then there was a bit of weed on the hook, so I'm guessing the whole time it's some weed or maybe crabs. Just had numpty number 3 turn up here. It's gone swimming just right next to me there. The rest of the beach is empty, so they could have gone over there, but once again, I must be some kind of magnet. But he's coming over a little bit where the previous high tide mark was here. But weed hasn't been too bad, it's dropped off a little bit, now the tide's turned. But I just need to catch fish from this last cast. I don't know how to count that other fish I caught as a blank or a caught or not. Well, I think it's time for me to come in. Numpty's back again. I bet it's the same one from earlier. What an idiot. But anyway, no bites, so I'm going to take it in and probably call it a day. I'll show you the damage. Okay, back in. Tiny little bit of weed on the rig there. Bit of weed on the hook with the squid. The lug one's been stripped off. There's a bit of weed on there. But yeah, So I think that's probably classed as a blanket, isn't it? Not bringing a fish to my hand. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.